All right, so we're gonna look at time zones, right? And have different places, different regions. So we're gonna look at Egypt, right? So the time zone in Egypt is 5:13. It is 10:13 in Jamaica, 5:13 in Egypt, right? Now, 10:13 in Jamaica. How many hours of light do we experience in Jamaica? Because the numbers represent hours. These units 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, they represent hours, right? So 10:13 in Jamaica. That's what it's saying. 10:13. Do we experience 10 hours of light in Jamaica? No. 4 hours. We're at the fourth hour. So you see, this 6 is always going to go back to this 6 hours of darkness that they changed, that no one pays attention to, right? Now, Egypt, it says 5:13. No, is Egypt at this point, right now, is Egypt experiencing only 5 hours and 13 minutes of light period? No. You know why? I'm here in Jamaica. Africa is over here. When the sun is at the zenith for people in this region here, Libya, Egypt, and so forth, right? In the northern area of Africa, when they're having solar midday, we're having the breaking of a new day, right? So you're seeing what? 6 hour span right there, right? So it's impossible for Egypt to be having 5 hours of light at this point, right? When we are having 4 hours of light in Jamaica. So that's a confusion right there. And as you know, it's still Monday, the 27th of June, both in Africa and in Jamaica. Let's look at England. So they're having 4:15 p.m. in England. Are they having 4 hours of sunshine? No, they're not having 4 hours of sunshine because they already passed through 6 hours of morning worth of sunshine and then another four of evenings worth of sunshine. So they would actually be at the 10th hour of the day, not 4:15 p.m. They're at the 10th hour of the day, right? Let's look at China. So now we go to Asia. It's 11:16 p.m. And as you can see, p.m. refers to part of the day, depending, like in Egypt it's 5:05 p.m. That's that because they're having light. And also you're seeing here now China is having 11:16 p.m. but they're having darkness. You see the confusion? There's no difference between dark and light. There's no difference between day and night. That is their culture, but we know that the distinction is between the light and the dark, right? So two places cannot be having PM, but one is having dark and one is having light. That's funny. It's quite entertaining. So China would be having 11:16 p.m. here, right? Now, would they be come? Right. So back to China. 11:16 p.m. China. Darkness and they are here, right? So they're going to be close to midnight. Remember, 6 hours of darkness basically is going to be. So they're at 5 hours of darkness and 16 minutes, right? But on their hour clock is going to be 11 hours of darkness. That's what it's showing. That's the problem. 11, 11, the 11th hour here is a total different thing on their timing because they're in reality they've only experienced about 5 hours of darkness. Just say 5 hours of darkness. So how can it be 11? Right? So this is why this is not functional in reality, but it's just a program, it's just a systematic thing that seems as if it's real, but it's not real or not functional to our culture. Right? Now, the date also would still be the 27th of June 2022, and it would still be Monday. So as you can see, I'm having light here in Jamaica. It's the 27th of June. In China, they're having darkness. It's still the 27th of June. Now let's go to Japan. Japan, while in Jamaica having 10:22 a.m., which is the fourth hour, 10:22, Japan is now having 12:20 a.m., but it is now the 28th, which is Tuesday of June 2022, right? But what are they physically having there now? Are they having light or are they having darkness? The confusion again. They gave you 6 hours of darkness, 12 hours of light, and then you go back to 6 hours of darkness. And that's where the chaos is, right? Because this is in their first hour. This 12 right here would be here, which is their first in the first hour, right? So of this entire hour, it would only be 20 minutes of darkness already, and they're already in at the 12th hour of darkness, right? So once you start to attribute this with hours, then you will see where the confusion is here. That's a Roman date, not the solar lunar date. Now, let's go to Australia. Australia is having 1:21 a.m. Not Monday the 27th, but June 28th, the Tuesday, right? 1:21. So they have already passed the first hour of darkness here, and they're heading on to the second hour there, right? But in actual reality, how many hours of darkness they've been experiencing? You'll have like 6 hours around here, and they're past the seventh hour, right? But then, and the clock is showing you they're at the first hour, going on to the second, 1 hour 21 minutes. See the confusion? It's all gonna go back to this. So there's always a difference of 6 hours. This is why when the day is beginning, the dawn or whatever it always starts between 5 and 6 o'clock, depending on the time of the year, because these people they jump their clocks 1 hour ahead, 1 hour behind, right? So when we're having dawn here, when you check your clock, it's gonna be 5, which is signaling that you are at the fifth hour of light. But in actuality, it is just the first hour of light, right? So we get this aspect out of the way for this.